All right, hello fellow third gen convertible enthusiasts. I'm going to show you, I'm sure most of you know this, but I've seen some people online that weren't aware of these things. I'm going to show you how the tonneau cover release works on these cars. So there's a electronic version and a manual way to release the tonneau cover. So as you can see down in here, there's hooks on this thing, and those hooks engage right in here, and each side of the car has an electronic solenoid, kind of like a trunk popper, very similar, and it's got a cable that runs around and back up to here, and when the solenoid engages, it pulls this pin towards the rear of the car. Okay, so there's a solenoid on each side mounted right at the armrest position. There's the other one. For some reason, one of them's mounted upside down. That's the way it was supposed to be. So the passenger side solenoid is mounted upside down, and the driver's side solenoid is mounted this way so that it's fully covered. Okay, now then the electronics are connected via a couple of small little wires that run. This one runs across the top of the transmission tunnel, and then they connect to one another and run down the door sill and over and across to the center, and then there's a switch, like a window switch there. That's your tonneau release. Okay, so on a convertible you do not have a trunk release. On a convertible, the only way to get the trunk open is with the key. On a coupe, that third middle switch there, if you have it, releases the trunk solenoid. But the reason why the convertible and the trunk don't each have a popper is because if you pop them both at the same time, the tonneau and the trunk lid would run into each other and scratch one another. Okay, so people oftentimes say that the middle switch isn't working. All right, so number one, it could be the switch. Number two, it could be the relay that's underneath the switch inside the console guts. Could be the wiring, but more often than not, it's the grounding. Now, these solenoids are grounded to the car via the body of the solenoid itself, and there's a couple screws in there, one there, and they just start what I suggest is just take the screws out, clean the contact, the pad of the solenoid and the solenoid ear, clean it real good, and screw it back together, and you might find that your solenoids start working again. Now, on the chance that your solenoids are just not going to work for you, there's also a manual release for these things. Okay, so if I move this little piece of carpet here, you'll see there's an additional wire here, and it loops around. It's usually tucked in behind the seat. It's got a loop on it, one for each side. If you yank on this, it moves the pin, and so it will release the tonneau hooks. All right, so you've got that on both sides. You can see on mine, this particular loop is frayed. So oftentimes you'll have to tilt the back of the rear seat forward in order to find these wires. They're there. People say they can't find them, but sometimes they're tucked up underneath this carpet. Sometimes they're just hidden, but just keep looking and find this little wire, and you can release your tonneau with those things. So I hope that helps you guys who are having a little trouble, or people who just want to have a better understanding of how this all works. Thanks for watching.